Hi there, active adults and aspiring active adults. By adults, I mean folks over 50. Well, whoever is, um, I guess, of a certain age and want to look at this content. Anyway, today was a great day. It was a very active day. I was able to get a lot of stuff done. Got up this morning. Um, got to the gym early. The gym was actually not that crowded, which was great. And it's funny when you get to the gym a certain time, probably like around 7:30 or so. It's normally people about our age in their 50s, because of course we don't have young kids or anything like that. So we're in the gym early. We go in there, we get it, we get moving. And let me start by saying, of course, again, this is to encourage people, to encourage us to be active. But you don't necessarily have to go to the gym. I mean, you could move around the house, you could stretch, you could do a lot of those things that get your body moving so you're not sitting there too long. And again, during the day, again, you don't have to be an athlete, a professional athlete, or a semi-professional athlete. Just move your body, move around, stretch, get those steps in. But yeah, so today was a good day in that regard. And again, this is not to make anyone or pressure anyone to do anything, but just encouraging you guys to get up and move around, right? As we get older, we got to move and we got to apply our brain more, do some reading, do something that's engaging to keep our brain from turning into mush, right? So anyway, but today was an active day, was able to get to the gym early, did some cardio, did some elliptical, did some walking in the treadmill, even did a little bit of running, which I'm not supposed to do because I'm supposed to be having complete knee, or what they call it. Yeah, I think it's complete knee replacement surgery or something like that, in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I was able to do some light running, did some weight training, and then got to the park and did some more walking, which that was a lot of fun because here in Columbus, the weather was actually really nice. It was above freezing for once. So that was nice considering the past few days we had like pretty chilly weather. And then to balance that out, of course, the eating part comes in really, it's also, like I mentioned before, is a really important aspect of what we hope to accomplish as we get older. I went to a store here that looks like some of the stores in New York where it have like a lot of cool stuff from like the Caribbean and so on. And I was able to get this thing called breadfruit, and it's I don't even know if that's considered a fruit or a vegetable. In any case, so you peel it, you cut out the core, and you could boil it and then fry it, and it has like a really nice. The inside is mushy, the outside is kind of crispy, and it's one of those things. In my effort to not eat anything that's processed, I bought some of that. I bought some. I bought a lot of really cool stuff. I'm gonna probably show you the pictures up here. But yeah, I got some of the stuff. I got some what's called chickpeas or garbanzo beans, because I boil that and I cook it with a lot of my food. Because I don't do rice, I don't do quinoa or couscous. That's just me. You do what works for you. I don't do those things because the carb or the starch content is high, and it kind of affects me differently. It makes me feel kind of bloated. But again, do what works for you. I do cauliflower rice, um, which kind of lead to one of my points. I'll divert here for a little bit. Is do what works for you, right? I don't like looking at videos where people say, "Well, this works for me, and you should try it." Well, that worked for them. It might not necessarily work for you. Your body is different, right? Your body chemistry is, I'm sure it's different than everyone else, right? Because we're all unique. But yes, I bought some really good stuff, because again, my goal is always to stay away from processed food. I want to eat like real food, not stuff that's in a package, not stuff with ingredients that I can't read. I mean, again, I keep saying this before. I'm not a medical professional, but obviously, if you're putting a lot of chemicals in your body, it's not a good thing, especially if you're not cleansing. So I bought some really good stuff that I hope to cook and use within the next few days. And then before I watch some TV, which is not something that I always do, but I watch some soccer. And in between watching soccer, again, this is just me, right? I'm encouraging you to be active. But for me, if I watch TV or do anything that have me seated for too long, I normally get up at least every 30 to 45 minutes and do some stretching or kind of walk in place or whatever. Again, that's just a suggestion. You don't necessarily have to do that. I'm just encouraging you to keep moving, to make sure you're not a prisoner of your body. I think that's the best way for me to put it. That's been like one of my life's goals, to make sure I'm not a prisoner of my body. Like my body is not keeping me from doing things I want to do. So that's really the thing. It's, you don't have to be the healthiest person in the room, or the fittest person, or the skinniest person. Just make sure you're not a prisoner of your body. That's really, at the end of the day, make sure that you're being as active as possible, and enjoy life. Again, we're in the latter part of our life. They used to say it, when you're in your 50s, um, you're halfway through, or your what is it, midlife. Well, a lot of us aren't going to live to see 100. So a lot of us aren't in our midlife, right? So, and I don't want to sound morbid, but I'm saying some of us got a good 20 and 30 years left, right? So we might as well enjoy it. We might as well make sure we could move around as much as we can, eat, healthy food, so our body could function as to its maximum capacity. And again, keep moving, enjoy life, get out there, travel, get out there, do some walking. Again, you don't have to be a professional, you don't have to be the fastest walker. Just move, and you're going to be surprised of how good and amazing you're going to feel. Okay, take care of yourselves. Again, stay as active as you can. Move that body. Don't be a prisoner of your own body. Eat. You don't have to be a dietitian or know exactly what to eat, but make sure you're eating foods that are not processed, right? Foods that, again, you could read the ingredient. And a lot of ingredients, as soon as you pick them up, inside of most products that you don't expect to see sugar, you see sugar, like in mayonnaise and a lot of these things. To make sure you're limiting those things as much as you can. My personal rule is I try to eat at least 80 to 90% of natural stuff. I mean, it's almost impossible to avoid processed foods, but I try to eat at least 80 to 90%. Like, you'll see some of the products I bought are all natural products that I have to cook myself. Because those very same products, like the peas, if they put them in the cans, they cook them and they put a lot of preservatives so they could stay. Some of those canned foods last for 2 and 3 years, probably longer. And it's not going to last that way magically. It's because they put certain chemicals or preservatives inside of it to make it last, which I'm guessing, again, I'm not a medical expert, but at this age, we have some common sense, or we should have some common sense. It's not very healthy for your body. So just buy the regular stuff if you have the time. Again, we have the time. A lot of us don't have young kids. Cook the stuff, um, season it, blend it, put it in some couscous. I'm sorry, not couscous, some cauliflower rice. If you're into rice or couscous, do whatever. But yeah, eat healthy. That's, again, use not complicated ingredients, like, just simple ingredients, natural ingredients. Again, nothing processed, as much as you can. Try to eat as healthy as you can, and just keep that body moving so you're not a prisoner of your body. Okay, take care.